Hey, how are you? I'm so happy that you're here. I must tell you that I'm really proud of you because we are 2 steps away from finishing this journal. And that says so much about you and your willingness to figure this thing out and create a better life for yourself. And you're doing this despite the challenges that this journey has. So I'm really, really proud of you. So we are at step 19, and this step is about should you or should you not be in contact with your narcissistic mother. I must tell you from my experience that this has a lot to do with the path to recovery that you're on, at what emotional state you are, and really how much are you willing to tolerate your mother, because you have to realize that what you see is what you get. It's not going to change ever, ever, ever. It's not going to change, so you have to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself this tough question: how much are you willing to tolerate this, if at all? And I am, as I said, and I told you along the videos, that I am almost 6 years not in contact with my mother. And for me, honestly, it was the best thing that I ever did for myself and for my healing journey. Because once she was out of the picture, I could figure out who I was without being affected by her in any way. Because even when we were in a fight and we wouldn't talk to each other, that was in the back of my mind all the time, because I knew that as the time went by, my situation was getting worse. And the next time that I'm going to be in contact with her, I'm going to have to pay the price for it. So even when I was not in contact with her, she was, and everything was in the back of my mind. And on the other hand, I would hear my siblings, my brother and sister, about her, and she would try to manipulate me through them. It was hell, really. So once I detached myself from her, that was the first time that I gave myself the chance of knowing who I am, who I was without her in the picture, and without her floating around me in some kind of way. And when I stopped being in contact with her, I realized how much of an influence she had on me all my life. And usually it was really bad influence. It was like a big rock lifted up. And I could see myself clearly for the first time. And I could treat myself the way I deserved to be treated for the first time in my life. Treated by myself, treated in therapy. I think that it gave me a peace of mind that I didn't have before, that I didn't know even that it was possible. And not only the peace of mind, everything changed once she was not in my life. And for the longest time, at the beginning, my biggest fear would be my brother and sister's reaction to it. Because I also knew that there was an expectation of me from them as well. And to be able to say, I'm not playing this game anymore, it was tough. It was tough for them to hear. It was tough for them to realize that if they want to be in contact with her, it's their own decision, but they have to respect the fact that I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And my sister, at the beginning, it was tough with her. She wouldn't have it. But she was kind of quick to realize that she has to respect it, because we all experience something that normal people don't, and we find, each and every one of us have their own way to deal with it, and she respected that, and I love her for that. I love her as she is for everything, but that was very empowering, for her to give me the freedom to do what I felt was right for me. With my brother, it was a little bit tougher because he is still very, very controlled by my mom. And I know that he's not doing it he doesn't have bad intentions. It's just, she knows how to manipulate him in a way that he's not aware of. So, the main thing is that I am aware of it and I can see it when it happens, and I just don't play along with it. And that's the main thing. He has no bad intentions whatsoever. So I do realize that a lot of people are not prepared to go no contact emotionally, or just not prepared to do it. And they're not something that they see themselves doing, which is okay. So you have to figure out how you can have a relationship with her which is respectful towards you, and that you are not being violated. That's very, very important when it comes to figuring out what type of relationship you want to have with your mom. I think I'm going to write about this, because it's a very, very important subject, because if you're a mom, how do you communicate the fact of not being in touch with your mother? Because that's not something that you want your kids to learn, because you want them to be in contact with you even when the things go south, right? But there's a way to communicate those things to your kids, and that's something that I'm learning along the way. So the basic thing is, when it comes to deciding which type of relationship you want to have with your mom, is you, because she's not going to change, and we know that, and we've said that a million times. Is you have to look at yourself within this situation, and how you're going to protect yourself the best, and what you're going to have to do to be able to carry on the healing journey alongside of her, if it's possible for you. So that's it. Have a look at it, think about it, and see what are the ways that you can see yourself doing it. Or maybe you would say, just like me, fuck it. Sorry, pardon my language, but the hell with it. So it's really completely up to you. Remember that you don't have to answer to anyone when it comes to that, only to yourself. And you have to create a situation, the best situation that you can for yourself when it comes to your mom, because she will never do it for you. So that's it from this video, and I see you in the next one, which is the last step for this journal. I see you then. Bye-bye.